Hi everyone, this is going to be tip number 4 and it's going to be nutrition. Well, I'll say nutrition slash gut health. I'm going to put those together. But nutrition, just to keep it simple, is just eat real food. And what I mean by real food, each of your meals should have a protein, vegetables, and vegetables. They can either be, because a lot of people say, "Oh, I don't eat any carbs," but hello, they're talking about starchy carbs because vegetables are carbohydrates. It's either they're non-starchy or they're starchy, depending on what they what vegetable you're talking about. And also, corn is not a vegetable; it's a grain, and that really drives me nuts when I see it's promoted as a vegetable. But corn is not a vegetable; it's a grain. Don't get me wrong, corn and cob is fantastic, but it is not a vegetable; it's a grain. But anyway, getting back to what your meal should look like, you should have protein, vegetable, and a healthy fat for each meal. If you choose to eat fruit, I mean, I know some people say you shouldn't eat fruit at all, but personally, I like fruit. So, and it's a lot better than a lot of things that people eat that aren't so great for you. But I don't suggest you eat fruit by itself. It should be eaten with something else because if you eat it as a snack, even with the fiber, it will digest slower, but it's still going to end up, for the most part, breaking down into sugar. Now, as far as gut health, you want to eat foods that will help your gut. And you also don't want to eat foods that are going to mess your gut up. For some people, like in my case, I can't do things that affect my gut are gluten, dairy, and soy. And also, I notice when I eat stuff that has gluten in it, I have more pain. As far as dairy, if I eat something that happens to have any kind of dairy products in it, then I get constipated, and um, and I also have more pain too. So it's just not worth it. And because we live in the times that we do, you really don't have to worry about giving up stuff. Now, because there's ways to make ice cream, there's ways to make pizza without using cheese. I mean, there's a lot of vegan cheeses out that actually taste just like cheese. I don't know how they do it, but I'm so glad they do. But anyway, now as far as probiotics and fermented foods and fermented beverages, it just all depends on what's happening in your gut. For some people, probiotics are fantastic. Any kind of gut issues that they've been having, it fixes them. For other people, if it's more, because a lot of times when you have gut issues, it's not just a gut issue. That might be partly the problem. You might have a imbalance in your gut community, but also your digestive problems might be caused by hormonal problems, that your hormones are out of whack, because that can affect your gut too, like your thyroid, your adrenal, your sex hormones. Because let's face it, doctors don't run that, and even when they do run for thyroid, they only run TSH, which is not does not give a big picture of what's going on. And sex hormones, I know I've never had my sex hormones done, not by a regular doctor. And my thyroid, they just did TSH, so needless to say, don't know where that stands. But if your guts can tolerate probiotics, you can get probiotic supplements, and it's suggested that you rotate them so you can actually expose your gut to different strains of bacteria. And if you want, in another video, I can actually tell you like what you should look for in a probiotic supplement if you're interested in that. And as far as fermented foods, you can always make your own, like sauerkraut, kimchi, water kefir. And if you do dairy, do raw milk. And if you're going to do a kefir, you should use raw milk. Get it from a place that you don't have to worry about any kind of contamination happening. I can't do dairy. I've tried goat milk and cow milk, and it just is not working. So when I do make my own kefir, I do water kefir. Now I've also done coconut water kefir too. My coconut milk Kefir didn't turn out all that great, but I'm probably going to try it again because I'm just like that. But I don't want to make this too long, so I think I'm gonna. And then as far as the fermented beverages, um, kombucha. Some health experts say that's great for your gut. Some experts don't. I've never tried it. Well, I think I have tried, but it tastes like an alcoholic beverage to me, and I don't do alcohol. So, but Kavita is a water kefir that you can try if you don't want to make your own. And there's some other ones that are out on the market. I haven't tried all of them, but Kavita is one that I have tried and I'll do get on occasion. And then there's also companies like Good Karma that do like a flax. They call it a drinkable yogurt, but you might as well say it's sort of like it's a fermented beverage. But and they have flavors like pineapple greens and blueberry plain and strawberry. So I hope this tip was helpful. Take care, and then we'll be doing tip number 5.